जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारी। यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe, Jaya Jaya Jagannath Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज जगाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदाभय चरणारिंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन प्रतिष्ठाताचार्य शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज अष्टोत्तर भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय। नामाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 4, Text 17. We'll recite together the text and we'll read the translation given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and purport, and we will discuss on that. द्रव्य देश कालवयः श्रद्धत विविधो देशोपचित्तै सर्वैरपि क्रतुभिः यतोपदेशं सतकृत्व इज्या द्रव्य देश कालवय श्रद्धत विविधो देशोपचित्तै सर्वैरपि क्रतुभिः यथोपदेशं सतकृत्व इयजा द्रव्य देश कालवयीयाज श्रद्धत्विविधो देशोपचित्तै सर्वैरपि क्रतुभिः यथोपदेशं सतकृत्व इयज द्रव्य देश कालवय श्रद्धत्विविधो देशोपचित्ते सर्वैरपि क्रतुभिः यतोपदेशं सतकृत्व इयाज Yunals Mataji's. So word to word meaning dravya, the ingredients for performing yajna. Desha, the particular place, a holy place or a temple. Kala, the suitable time, such as springtime. Vayaha, the age, especially youth. Shraddha, faith in goodness, not in passion and ignorance. Ritvik, the priest. Vividha Uddesha, worshipping different demigods for different purposes. Upachittai, enriched by. Sarvai, all kinds of. Api, certainly. Kratubhihi, by sacrificial ceremonies. Yatha Upadesam, according to the instruction. Satakritva, 100 times. Iyaja, he worship. Translation. Lord Rishabdev performed all kinds of sacrifices 100 times according to the instructions of the Vedic literatures. Thus he satisfied Lord Vishnu in every respect. All the rituals were enriched by first-class ingredients. They were executed in holy places according to the proper time by priests who were all young and faithful. In this way, Lord Vishnu was worshipped and the prasad was offered to all the demigods. Thus, the functions and festivals were all successful. So, purport, it is said, Kaumar acharet pragyo dharman bhagavatan iha. This is Bhagavatam 7.6.1. A ritual should be performed by young men, even boys, at a tender age in order for the ritual to be performed successfully. From childhood, people should be trained in Vedic culture, especially in devotional service. In this way, one can perfect one's life. A Vaishnava does not disrespect the demigods, but on the other hand, he is not so foolish that he accepts each and every demigod as the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is master of all demigods. Therefore, the demigods are his servants. The Vaishnava accept them as servants of the Supreme Lord. and he worshipped them directly. In the Brahma Samhita, the important demigods, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and even the incarnations and expansions of Lord Krishna like Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and all the other Vishnu Tattva as well as the Shakti Tattva like Durga Devi are all worshipped by the process of worshipping Govinda with the verse Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. A Vaishnava worship the demigods in relation to Govinda, not independent. Vaishnavas are not so foolish that they consider the demigods independent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ekale Iswar Krishna Arasabhritya. The Supreme Master is Krishna and all others are his servants. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय, गौर निताय की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय. So, taking the blessings from all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas sitting here, I will speak on the verse as a service for the pleasure of all. So, we see here, this is where this chapter entitled The Characteristics of Rishab Dev. Rishab Dev, the son of Nabhi, it's all our ancient, the ruler who ruled the entire earth planet, and at that time they were ruling one king for the entire planet, sometimes entire country, just like Rishabh Dev having 100 sons, and 10 of them were Kshatriya rulers, and chief among them was Bharat. And with his name, this country is called Bharatvarsh. And he is having another 9 sons. They were all Mahabhagavatas. They are called Navayogendras. Their stories also come after that. And the remaining 81 children are very qualified Brahmanas. So, this is that what our heritage is there for Bharatvarsha actually. And here the glorification of Lord Rishabdev and his characteristics are mentioned. He is the incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is fully independent actually. And his form is not like this, our body made up of 5 elements, earth, air, prithvi, jal, agni, vayu, akash. So, and is made up of Satchit Ananda body actually. But he acted as ordinary human being, not like as a Lord actually. And as a conditioned soul, and showed by his example how to perform duties. One take human form of life, how to perform duties as per the instructions of the Vedic literature. So, as a conditioned soul, he performed the duties of a king. And he showed through Varnashrama dharma how a human being can perfect the human life. He himself has performed sacrifices according to Vedas 100 times actually. And by performing this, he satisfied Lord Vishnu actually. So, to perform Varnashram Dharma, one has to undergo training. It is mentioned here in the purport. From the childhood, one has to learn. Kaumara Achareta, Pragyo Dharman Bhagavata here. So training regarding for regulating the human life. Human life is different from the animal life. It is not that. So some regulation has to be followed in human life. Just like we see, all our rules, regulations are meant for human. Even while going on the road, we see signals are there. So one is driving the vehicle, he has to stop. But animal is there that he will go on. Because for him, there is no rules and regulations. For simple example to understand this. So there are varna and ashrams are there. Chaturvarnyam maya system. Guna karma vibhagasa tasya kartarapi mamam vidhi akartarapi avyayam. Lord himself has established this Chaturvarna. So, Varna and Ashram. So, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. 4 categories that define that. Brahmana is the intellectual, and Kshatriyas are the rulers. Vaishya, they do the business and cow protection and farming. Sudras serving all other trees. All there are varnas are there. Though specifically it is not mentioned, but in every country these divisions are there. Intellectual person, those who are ruler, those who are doing business. But in our Vedic Shastra, specifically it is mentioned Varna, because after taking human birth, one has to understand which Varna he is, and that is also Maya system Guna Karma. It is not by birth, it is by the development of quality, Guna and Karma. 3 gunas, goodness, passion, ignorance, and by the activities, one knows what is his Varna actually. And the ashram is there, Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas. The 4 ashrams are there. Brahmacharya means the life of the beginning life for children to learn the things, educate, and thereafter one can enter into Grahastha ashram, married life, and after that, after completing his household duties, one has to take a Vanaprastha, means he has to detach from all the material activities, and then one can take sannyas. So, like that, these Varnashram rules are given, and Bhagavad Gita also says, and so, and also in Vishnu Purana also it is said that Varnashrama acharavat purushena parapuman Vishnu aradyate pantha na anyat tattosha karanam. So what is the purpose of following Varnashram actually? First is purpose of human life is to, the perfection of human life is to follow Varnashram, and the following Varnashram Vishnu aradyate. One has to worship Vishnu. Purushena Parapumanu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, and also Bhagavatam says one more. Ata Pumbi Dijasvreshta Varnasrama Vibhagasa Swanustitasya Dharmasya Sansiddhim Hari Toshanam. These are the where different places about the Varnashram is mentioned. So there also all the Varnashrama Vibhagasa, there is a division is there, Varna and Ashram. So the purpose of this Sansiddhim. Perfection is Haritoshanam. For the pleasure of Lord Hari, actually, is there. For the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. So, by satisfying the Lord Vishnu, all other demigods are also will be satisfied. Because just like here also it mentioned that after performing the yagyas for the pleasure of Vishnu, then that whatever the prasadam was there was distributed to the demigods. It is the system. The system is like that. And because one has to see the demigods in relation to the Lord, Supreme Lord Vishnu, Krishna, actually. They are not independent. That's why here it is also mentioned that what is the Vishnu Tattva, Shakti Tattva, Shiva Tattva. There are different. Vishnu Tattva means the category of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And all other Shakti Tattva, all energies, Durga and all are energies. So they are Shakti Tattva. And there are Shivaji is a different category actually. He belongs to Vishnu category, but he has a specific function to perform here for the destruction and for taking care of all the demoniac mentality and persons actually. So he is in different category. So like that, one has to be very clearly uh, understand this and then perform actually. That's why it's saying, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Adi. So all Brahma, Shiva and all demigods are serving the Lord, Supreme Lord Krishna actually. And it is mentioned here, Ekale Iswar Krishna or Sababhritya. Only the Supreme Master is Krishna. All are serving to him actually. So a Vaishnava, he acts with complete and perfect understanding. This is, even we can have demigod worship it, but in relation to Lord we have to worship. That is the understanding of demigod worship actually. And King Rishabdev ruled with this perfect system because he himself is a Lord incarnated and he knows everything perfect. So he has performed sacrifices through Vedic. And that time the ruler was one monarchy system. But in present age, we see monarchy system is not there. Maybe in one or two countries some monarchs or kings are ruler. Otherwise, maximum democracy is there actually. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, like that. Democracy is there. And there at least they allow to follow whatever religion one has to follow. This is called seculars. And there are communism. They don't believe in God. Atheism is there. So previously, one ruler, one religion, one following, everything was there, perfected, and ruler was also perfect. It is not. So, but now in the name of secularism, anything is any religion, Vedic, Avedic, non-Vedic, they are following. Even in Vedic, Vaishnava, Saiva, Sakya, Avedic, there are so many religion are there. So there is no common interest. Everyone is having their own way. Yatho mat tatho pat. As many religion are there, as many ways are there actually. No common interest actually. That's why it's chaos, confusion. For ordinary person, it's very difficult. So many isms. Apart from so many isms, maybe 600, 700 isms are there. Annihilism, pantheism, so many isms. And an ordinary person, what one can understand so much actually. So that's why one has to be trained by birth. Varna means, so training is required, Varnashram training. And and now there is no ashram system also perfectly following. Even no Gurukul system for training. Even for Grahastha, now it is being corrupted. Live-in life is there. No uh, performing marriage according to Vedic system. Live-in system has entered into actually. So many isms or no Brahmanical training. No Brahmanical training. So for ordinary person, it is very difficult to derive what is the purpose of human life and how to go ahead, practice it and how to go ahead with. And know the supreme truth. What is the reality of this? The supreme truth actually. And it is also said, Kalo Sudra Sambhava. Everyone is having born as Sudra only in this. It is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And also Bhagavatam says, Prayana Alpayusa Sabya Kalu Hasbin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Bhagya Manda Sumanda Matuya Manda Bhagya Upadrita. And in the present age, the human life is very short, and also in Kali-yuga, and people are lazy for knowing the truth, and misguided. Proper guidance is not available. Many things are there. Unlucky, unfortunate people, and disturbed even with small things, disturbance happening here. In such circumstances, and here the emphasis Prabhupada gave that one has to take training, but nothing is there. Means government is not supporting, and there's because earlier the rulers were there, so they themselves were practicing, and they educating others actually. Here, if suppose now the government wants to implement something, objections. Sanatan Dharma, objections. These things are going on actually. And so, focus is lost. What is the purpose of human life? Even though Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, this is the of religion system, means follow the religion and earn the money and fulfill the desire and seek for liberation. That's the original purpose given, and that has also been lost. Dharma is already, Dharma has four pillars: Satya, Daya, Tapa, Pavitrata. That truthfulness, mercifulness, and austerity and purity. These are the pillars of Dharma, and that also is not practiced. That's why in our Iskcon society system, that four regulative principles are given to uh, follow this Dharma: no intoxication, uh, no gambling, no illicit sex, and what is it? So, and austerity means one has to follow. So, the positive aspects are their religion, so not to degrade further in the religion. So, one has to be, so this standard is given in the society. So, in this, and also attempt is made to follow Daiva Varnashram, where we can practice focusing on the bhakti path, and this is there. So seeing the this situation of the Kali-yuga, Lord Chaitanya has given very simple way of following, so that we can fulfill the Varnashram duties also, and at the same time we can do devotional service to the Lord actually. This is once there is a discussion took place between Lord Chaitanya and Ramanand Rai, where Lord Chaitanya asked Ramanand Rai. So he is ask Ramananda, recite one verse from Vedic literature. What is the ultimate goal of life? So, Rai Ramanand stated Varnashrama Charavata, that we have quoted Vishnu Puran. Vishnu Aradhyate Punsan. So, the purpose of life is to follow Varnashram and to please Lord Vishnu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected that. This is external. Rejected means this is not, this is external. Eho bhaiya, aage kaya or next, please go ahead, tell others. So then Ramananda, yat karosi yadasnasi yat juosi dadasi yat tapasyasi konte tat kurusva madarpanam. This Bhagavad Gita slok is there. So that is Krishna karmarpanam. Whatever we do, yat karosi yadasnasi yat juosi, you give it to Lord. Dadasi yat tapasyasi konte tat kurusva madarpanam. To offer to the Lord actually. Lord says this is also external. Yo bhaiya, aage kya? Next, go ahead. Then he says, Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma sucha. Give up your dharma and take dharma as, take the sarva dharman parityaja. Take, surrender to me. That is. So, swadharma tyag. A sar, a dharma sar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, this is external, tell more. This is the way, progressive understanding. Foundation is Varnashrama. And Lord wants, tell more, because it's very difficult here to understand and follow. So what is the simplified way, simple way we can practice so that we can achieve the purpose of our human life and what is given in the Varnashrama also. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samas sarvesu bhutesu mad bhakti labate param. So Brahma bhuta prasannatma. So this is also called Jnana Misra Bhakti. One has to focus on the Brahman feature of the Lord. Brahma bhuta prasannatma. Na sochati. There is no sochati na kankshati, no desire, nothing. It is just like peace and like samas sarvesu bhute, see everyone equal and mad bhaktim labate param. This is also. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, yeah. So this is also external. Tell over it. Jnane prayasamudapasya namanteva jivanti yas sanmukha bhavadiya vartam tane stita srutigatam tanvan manobhi yo prayaso jita jitopi asim trilokyam. Give up your jnana, endeavor and everything. Jnane prayasamudapasya namanteva jivanti sanmukha haritam bhavadiya vartam. Hear about the Lord's glory. Thane stita, wherever you are, in whatever ashram, whatever varna you are, thane stita smritigatam tanuvan manobhir. And ye jit, that with that, in that way, we can jita ajitopi. Lord is ajito. No one can conquer the Lord. But even the Lord will be conquered by just in this way of hearing the Lord's glories and all these things. Even the pure devotee in the Trilokyam, in this Trilok, so they are worshipping, they are glorifying Lord and they are making the Lord happy actually. The Lord Chaitanya will say, okay, all right, speak more. This is the progression to understand Varnashrama actually. So, then Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita, and he has come to Bhakti part actually, directly worshipping Lord actually, as an eternal servant of Lord. We are eternal servant. Mame vanso jivaloke jivbhuta sanatana manasasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karsa. We are eternal servant of the Lord, but we are struggling here for our survival and for our happiness because of our mind and senses are not. This is the training of Varnashram. How to control the senses and how to control the mind. From the Brahmacharya, this training is given. That is not available. That's why people are suffering here and struggling here actually. So, and also ईशोपनिषद से ईशावास्यम इदम सर्वम यत्किंच जगत्याम जगत यत्किंच जगत्याम जगत तेन त्यक्तेन बुंजिता मागृद्ध कश्वित धनम. Everything belongs to Lord. ईशावास्यम idam sarvam. Yatkincha jagatam jagat. In this world or wherever, on the upper planetary system, lower planetary, wherever, ईशावास्यम idam sarvam. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. There is a quota for everyone. How much to take actually. And we should not endeavor to go into the others quota actually. That's a, so one has to know Kaschit Dhanam, because all belong to Lord, and Lord is there, everything belong to Lord. So what is our requirement? Only we have to, this required. One may not, we think that I need more and like that, but that's why that is training is required. How much is required actually for us to survive and to please Lord actually. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Naham Vipro na Chanarpati Napi Vaishyo na Sudro Naham Varni na Chagrapati na Vanasto Yatirva Kintu Pradyo na Kila Paramanande Purnamritabde Gopi Bharto Pada Kamalayo Das Dasan. So he says, he's telling Varnas opposite to Varnashram, because first we have to know what is who we are actually. Actually, Varnashram is there, the foundation to gradually upgrade us. But when the Varnashram system itself is not working, so what to do? Naham Vipro, I am not Brahmana, Naham Vipro, na Chanarpati, neither I am Kshatriya, Naham Vipro, na Chapati, Napi Vaishyo, neither I am Vaishya, Napi Vaishyo, na Sudro, neither I am Sudra, Naham Varni, na Chagrapati, neither I am Brahmachari, na Grahapati, na I am the householder, na Vanastho, neither I am Vanaprastha, Yatirva, neither I am Sannyasi, Yatirva, go Naham Vipro na Charpati, Napi Vaishyo na Sudro, Naham Varni na Chagrapati na Vanaste, Kintu Pradyo na Kila Paramanande, Purnamritabde, Gopi. What is my identity? What is my that I am identity? I am the Gopi Bharto Pada Kamal. Those Gopi, the worshipping Lord. Hare Krishna. So, whatever is to be achieved through Varnashram can be achieved through this by Krishna consciousness. The purpose of Varnashram can be fulfilled if you follow the Krishna consciousness. And this Krishna consciousness start with that I am eternal servant of Krishna. That is the beginning. So whatever required Varnashram, so the foundation for Varnashram begin. Then we have to act according to our Varna and Ashram, keeping in mind that I am eternal servant of Krishna actually. And Krishna consciousness has to be taught systematically, and it's a very systematic and dynamic. Both are there actually. So not only teachings are required, training is also required. There is a difference is there. Teaching means knowing the subject. Training means practicing the subject. Both are required actually. So it is not a casual thing, okay, I will do or not to do. It is not like that. It's not optional subject actually, just like when you go to college. It's not an optional actually. We have to focus this because this is focusing on purpose of human life. So if we see option means, then we lose the focus of our human life actually. And focus of human life to get free from our envious mentality, doership mentality, fruitive mentality. Because this mentality is keeping us from acting as servant of Lord King Karam actually. This is keeping us away actually. Because already we are with four defects. Our senses are imperfect, we make mistakes, we cheat others, we cheat ourselves, and we are illusioned actually. And the religion dharma is also not on proper, this four legs are not proper functioning. So so what is there? So we require practice with monitoring and corrections. Both are required. Teaching and trainings are required actually. So there's like when we have cell phone, every day we recharge it because it get discharged. So how we recharge our? By chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And recharging, and we have to reset also. There are two things we have to do: by hearing every day Bhagavatam and focusing on Tranadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Saisnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtane, in a humble mood, and with by tolerating and by giving respect to everyone and without expecting respect. This is a reset button, and chanting is recharging buttons are there. Both button we have to use, then only things will go very smoothly. So what is the reset button? I am eternal servant of Krishna. And how to act? By Trinadapi Sunichena. If you don't put the reset button, only recharging happening, so full package is not working actually. This is the things is there. So this way we will be shifting our from material intelligence to spiritual intelligence. By reset button means will be acting with spiritual intelligence. Lord is merciful, He has given His name, so that having full faith in that, then we have to reset our that every day we have to start that I am eternal servant, and then how then we have to recharge, and in that mode of Kinkaram we have to practice. That's why Chaitanya will say, I Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Visame Bhavambudo Krapaya Tava Pada Pankajastita Duli Sadrisam Vichintaya. Huh? Yes, Lord, I am your servant, Kinkaram, but I forgot that I am your eternal servants. That's why I'm at present, I'm in fallen stage. I'm again and again forgetting. So I have to reset again. Every day morning we have to reset and then start working actually. Reset and recharge. We have to do. So then what is that? Otherwise, this resetting means we'll be shifting from material intelligence to spiritual intelligence. What is spiritual? Following the authorities, following the instruction, following the Vedic regulations. All these things are there. And what is the material intelligence? Following the dictation of mind is material intelligence. To whom we are following, we have to check and reset. We'll forget because mind also dictate intelligence. That called material intelligence. That is also very material intelligence also. How to enjoy this material world and how to earn more and more, and this is material intelligence goes on. And spiritual intelligence, how to act in our servitude relationship with the Lord properly, acting properly, so that we can fulfill the purpose of human life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Please forgive me if I have spoken something more beyond my realization. Thank you. Any questions? Any comments? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, two questions I have. First, first is like whenever any Vedic ceremonies are performed or any yagnas are performed, it is said that first we should offer our oblations to Lord Ganesha. So, how to understand this? How to correlate with Krishna consciousness? Is it against the principles of Krishna consciousness, or how to bring a harmony in this?
Actually, anything if we are in this, we understood that. We have to understand in relations to Lord. That's why when even the Ganesha is invoked for performing, then any offering is made, it is made to Vishnu and offered to Lord Ganesha. Nothing. We are worshipping Ganesha. There is nothing that against the worshipping of demigod. But we should know he is not supreme personality of Godhead. That is the understanding we are having and we are performing.
Prabhuji, like when we go to office, our office friends, they will bring, or colleagues for that matter, they will bring some prasad. They will say, I have gone to this temple, that temple, and they bring that is basically demigod, some Devi or something, or Kali, or for that matter, and they bring prasad and offer it to us. Please have this. So I'm in dilemma whether to have it or not. What is the right attitude? How to deal with them without uh, uh, compromising on the principles of Krishna consciousness?
First of all, whatever offer is just to be accepted. Nothing. We can accept it. Because, and that's why there are difference because different way people for perform, they worship the demigod as the supreme person. We are taking just like one example is there. Hanumanji is there. If suppose if you offer directly Hanumanji, he'll not be happy. If you offer to Ramachandra, Lord Ramchandra, and that bhoga is offered to Hanumanji, happy. But people without knowing, they think that let us offer first to Hanumanji. This small thing is there. Whether Hanumanji will be happy, whether Lord Ganesha will be happy, no. They say first offer to my Swami, then bring it to me. This is the way Vaishnava offer the bhoga to demigod. So respectfully we can accept it. Because we should not, because otherwise wrong messages there. Because only thing is this, with proper understanding, one has to do it, perform. So just we, so this is a thing. Normally we can explain them also, so that okay, one time we can have taken, but that this is the way we accept the Lord. This is, we have to should not reject in the way that we are denying them. Actually, in the we get the opportunity to educate them also. This is the way we.
Means, will we not get sinful reactions, because that is
No,
not accepted by neither demigod nor Lord Vishnu? So how to accept that?
this is very, this is also training part. This is not a general answer. Depending upon the progression, answer can be given. Okay, this is general class, one answer can be given like this. Yes.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for your wonderful class. Prabhuji, my question is an extension to what Prabhuji has asked. Prabhuji, in the office, as we face this issue, like they might not be following the higher standards of purity in the same the vessels and all, which they eat onion, garlic, and eat meat. In those vessels only they might put prasad as well, because they might not be knowing. So I mean, in the same vessels, all people again put it and eat that prasad in the mouth. So the jhuta is also there. So at that time, how to deal, Prabhuji? Because I have
How to
seen.
have? That is again, we get the opportunity to educate them. Just like we can say that, so those things which cannot be offered to Lord cannot be taken. Just like we simply say in Tirupati, do they offer anything, onion, garlic to Lord Balaji? No. This is general answer is there. No. So we cannot take like this. Because first of all, those things cannot be offered to Lord. So we take the things which are offered to Lord first. This should we can put our. And once the prasadam is taken, as you said, when Vaishnavas are there, so first of all, we maintain our that we take prasadam. Sometime a Vaishnava Uchishta also can be taken by other Vaishnava. That is also allowed. That is not a thing. But as far as possible, those which is not offered and offered cannot be exchanged. Offered prasad can be given. Unoffered prasad cannot be taken. We can say that because I will take when you offer to Lord, I will accept your prasad. Bhoga also.
Prabhuji, what I mean is that the prasad, they'll be like Tirupati Laddu only, for example.
Yes.
So even meat eaters go to Tirupati as well, no, Prabhuji. So we might not be knowing in the same box the prasad has been put into. In that box, they might be eating meat as well or onion garlic. In that box only they bring the prasad and give us to take it.
This is also again depend on progression, because in the how to do, how to maintain, because we should respect first prasadam. It happened with the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. First, he was not ready to accept. But what happened once it is a bhoga offered by prasadam brought, he did not wash his teeth and took the prasadam like that. So there are certain things so one is there, we have to maintain according to our progression. The standard can be increased. Yes. Now compromising in so many places. But that's why training is required. How far I can go and compromise the same? I will not take anything outside. Simply, when you are there, you can say, I am not taking anything outside. Only I take Krishna Prasadam. That's all. There is one answer for all your questions. All your questions. I take only Krishna Prasadam. This simple answer. But we have to, first of all, what is there when we tell them, and at other place we take without offering Krishna Prasadam. There that is the problem actually. They point out, oh, at that place you took that thing, now you are not taking. And we have to be honest on our part. Right?
Thank you.
Okay. That's why Krishna consciousness is first. We have to be honest to ourselves.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, very nice class. You mentioned that Lord Shiva is also under the Vishnu Tattva. And then we also know that Lord Shiva is a Parama Vaishnava. So how to understand these two?
Yes, there's nothing. Lord Shiva is in the form of Sadasiva, always meditating on Lord Krishna. And his Dhama is also there on this Vaikuntha. And the Sadasiva, to act here, he take the form of Sambhu, Lord Shankara, and with so many Nilakanta, so many, because who will come to the taking all these services, drinking poison, handling all these things. So Lord has to handle all these things. So he has to take, because they take the gunas into it, because Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Lord take, because in Sadasiva form, always meditating on the Lord. And when he come for acting in this material world, he has to take the Tamogun. So that's why but even in the Tamogun, he is Param Vaishnava actually. He's a Param Vaishnava. So if we can say, is a dual role type, we can see Lord Shiva. One is, because who can do this destruction of this material world? Some powerful personality is required. Who is more powerful than Lord himself? And somebody has to do that work also. And this destructive work is not a goodness work. It's a tamasic work. So that he has. That's why there's so many ways we understand Lord. So this is called Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. where the Lord take the tamoguna, and Lord is glorified in that way actually. That is not there. So in he always Lord himself, we can say Lord Balaram. Lord is Sevya Bhagavan and Sevaka Bhagavan. Both are there. Lord himself take Balaram and form and create all your spiritual dhama. And for this material world, he has to take a different roles. So the Lord himself is expanding, but when he comes to different role and take the tamoguna, then he remain in tamoguna form. But we require to always remain in goodness. So though in remaining in tamoguna, Lord Shiva is helping those who are in ignorance or more deep ignorance to bring them to some higher level. So the Lord's arrangement is like that. Those who are already in goodness, their progression has to go to pure goodness. Those who are already in ignorance, they have to bring to some goodness. So like that, Lord has to arrange for everyone. So this is the way. That's why so many religions are there. Christianity is there. Islam is there. Because they are more into ignorance, deep ignorance. So some opportunity is given so that they can come out of the deep ignorance. Like that, Lord's arrangements are there for function. Because Lord is there, no? He has dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhava. He has to establish dharma in different. Those already fallen so deep, then some opportunities also will be given to them. This way we can. So, but for as a Vaishnava, we always see that Lord is Param Vaishnava, and then he is serving to Lord. He is serving to the Supreme Lord Krishna without offending actually. Hare Krishna. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.